Put your hands up, ready? Here. Don't touch my horns, because they hold up my halo.
Sunday for the Soulless Roundup is now officially underway with Sunday service, and can I get a yeehaw?
Yeehaw! And an amen from me, sis. You got an amen
All
from
right.
me.
Let's get rid of that and pull up the first order of business. Did you do your homework last night, Samantha?
I tried to. I really did. I had some interruptions, but as usual, I got sidetracked because, sometimes that happens. But I did do my homework. Yes, ma'am.
John is not an excuse that I will accept.
He had nothing to do with it.
John is not an excuse I will
He
accept.
had nothing to do with it at all.
Yeah,
nothing.
Right.
No, it's true.
Hang on. Let me grab a sip of coffee here before we...
That sounds good. I'm going to do that too. I made a French vanilla flat white just before we started today. It's delicious.
You always have to fucking show off with your fancy pants Keurig machine. Fancy pants coffee. Better than everybody else having.
It tastes
coffee.
Okay, you know what this tastes like, actually? I'm going to tell you. Okay, have you ever had Lucky Charms?
Yummy goodness? Yes, of course.
Of course you have. Okay, the fake marshmallow thing.
Oh, goodness me. Those are the best part of Lucky Charms. They're magically delicious.
Delicious. That's what they taste like. The French vanilla original capsules taste like the little marshmallows from the Lucky Charms. It's absolutely delicious. I thoroughly, highly recommend it.
You just have to have one of those $3,500 machines to be able to get a coffee that tastes like the marshmallows from the magically delicious. or
this is even the better one. I spend $300 in shipping of the good Cafe Ole HEB brand of Taste of San Antonio, Taste of Houston, Texas Pecan, their line of coffee.
What was that little ditty I was teasing you with the other day? Cafe Ole.
Or not, because I told you I only have them down to the bare minimum. I'm making 2 cups at a time, right? And you're like Cafe Ole, or not. So just a little left or something like that.
All right, let's get down to some the queen of Clown Town business here. So this is piggybacking on top of the queen of Clown Town's community post that obviously I dropped the handle on her on my community post. So this is a comment that you can find under that community post. Do you want me to read it, or would you like to read it?
You read this. Or we can alternate if you want. Oh no. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's just
all right. Here we go. I'll start. Nobody wants to read the Chaffer part because all right, hang on.
I'll let you read it.
We'll draw straws. We'll draw straws. All right. So Helen Chaffer. It's simple, really. Look at the history. Oh, by the way, guys, we're going to be ripping this to shreds after I read this. So just hold on for a few more seconds while I painfully pound through it here. It's my tooth. Oh, it's simple, really. Don't laugh at my pain. I'm trying to read this.
I'm sorry.
It's simple.
I'm sorry.
Look at the history of this case, and you'll see I've spoken the truth all the way.
Okay, oh my God.
There's the proverbial, they claimed the Crowd Justice Fund was a scam with money going into Frankie's pocket. That was defamation.
And pause. And we're pausing.
Legal
and we're pausing. Okay. I take issue with that because literally JC and I, since day one, as soon as people started saying the thing was a scam, JC and I came out and proved that the money was going where it was supposed to go. So you can go fuck yourself. Amen.
Well, this is where she tries combining. Bam was the one that said that the money was going in directly into Frankie's pocket, not us. But of course, we got a bam to try to make what she thinks is and I'm using air quotes, everybody, legitimate, credible point.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. Let me just get through this because you're dragging on the inevitable.
I know I'm prolonging the misery for everybody. I apologize.
Yes, I'm apologizing on behalf of Salty. She just doesn't.
I'm sorry.
It's a little slow, so we'll let this one go. All right, here we go. Ba, 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 ba. They claimed the Crowd Justice Fund was a scam with money going into Frankie's pocket. That was defamation. They said it was a legitimate legal funding site where money goes directly to the legal firm taking the case. They said funds gathered were misappropriated. A legal firm first tests the case for possibility of success to avoid wasting everyone's time and money, kind of like they've been doing for the last, going on 5 years now. Anyway, sorry, I said we'd wait. Frankie footed the bill for this preliminary stage, and the case was found to have a very good chance of success. Oh, we're circling back after. They, the proverbial they, said Cohen Davis was an untrustworthy firm. Defamation. They have had many high-profile clients and appeared on TV as experts in the field of social media litigation. They said there was no case. False. The case has been won by Frankie. They say AD has an appeal. False. AD tried to appeal. Still pending. But he tried to use evidence completely unrelated to his defamation of Frankie. All I can say is look at the behaviors in this whole saga. I think I just hit puberty there. Who calmly states facts and who just rants and raves and gets it wrong every single time.
Oh my motherfucking shit. Are you fucking kidding me?
So look at the history of this case and you'll see I've spoken the truth all the way. People say this when they absolutely do not want you to actually look at the history. If her version lined up with the documented timeline, she wouldn't need to keep declaring her own sainthood like a malfunctioning GPS. They claimed the Crowd Justice Fund was a scam. That was defamation. Whether that claim was correct or incorrect has nothing to do with her. She's acting like the legal system appointed her defender of all things crowdfunded. Also, calling something a scam isn't automatically defamation, especially in this case, Sam? It depends on wording, context, and factual claims. She conveniently skips that nuance because it gets in the way of her moral victory lap. Whatever. They said funds were misappropriated. False. Frankie footed the bill for the preliminary stage. She's presenting her understanding of how pre-action funding works as if she has access to the firm's invoices, internal memos, and accounts. Claire Morgan did, though. She doesn't. Unless she's secretly on the payroll, she can't verify any of this. Or, be Claire Morgan, you don't even have to be on the payroll. Oh my God. Crowd Justice itself even says the funds go directly to lawyers, but only once the campaign hits certain milestones. Without actual documentation from the firm, this is guesswork dressed up as gospel. And as you know, Sam, that was Bam, that fucking, she's purposely muddying the waters by trying to present the shit that Bam said that you and I were never behind as something that we said. So she can go fucking get bent and get lost. Something else she said in her comment. They said Cohen Davis was an untrustworthy firm. Not defamation, because they are. But anyways, calling a firm untrustworthy is opinion, not defamation. Courts have said this for decades. If opinions were defamation, every restaurant review would be a lawsuit. Or in the case of Cohen Davis, bully someone for writing a bad review. Anyways, also citing, they appeared on TV as proof of credibility is adorable. Reality shows and news panels drag in all sorts of experts. TV isn't a character reference. They said there was no case. False. The case has been won by Frankie. The judgment was entered, yes. And it is now pending appeal, yes. Saying there was no case before a judgment is opinion, not a falsifiable claim about fact. and even if someone stated it incorrectly, the existence of a later judgment doesn't magically retro-justify her version of events. They say AD has an appeal. False. This is the most shameless line in the entire post. A judge literally issued an order on November 11th confirming the appeal is active enough to pause remedies. You don't get a freeze unless an appeal is legitimately in motion.
Here, put your hands up. Ready? Here. Don't touch my horns because they hold up my halo.
We've consistently said, I've never said we said he's been granted an appeal. I've always consistently used the term seeking an appeal, pending appeal, so she can fuck off. Anyway, her claim that the appeal is false is not just wrong. It's knowingly wrong. Shocker. Not chuff. Because she's been corrected repeatedly. She's pretending that her personal dissatisfaction with his grounds means the appeal doesn't exist. Bingo. That's like saying your car isn't real because I don't like that color. All I can say is look at behaviors. Who calmly states facts? She's complimenting herself while doing the exact thing she accuses everyone else of. Guessing, inflating, dramatizing, insisting she has insider truth, and smoothing over any court ruling that contradicts her storyline. Her version of calmly stating facts is just speak confidently, never provide evidence, and ignore any legal developments that go in the opposite direction. This is, what is it? Every time she posts, she pulls the same move. She narrates her preferred reality as if it's the official record and then scolds others for not treating her personal fan fiction as case law. I'm actually nodding my head while I read that. That's fucking awesome.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?